Have you ever prayed, truly prayed, and afterward felt like nothing happened? You poured out your heart. You asked sincerely. You waited, and all you heard was silence.
If that's you, I want you to stay with me for a few minutes because what you're feeling is more common than you think, and it doesn't mean God is absent. The Bible tells us in Jeremiah 33:2-3, "Call to me, and I will answer you, and show you great and mighty things which you do not know." This wasn't Jeremiah's imagination. This was God speaking, and God does not lie.
So if God promised to answer when we call, why does he sometimes feel silent? Here's the truth we often overlook. The real issue isn't that God is not speaking. It's that we may not be hearing.
Jesus said in John 10:27, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." That tells us two important things. First, God does speak. Second, there are people who recognize his voice when he does. So the question becomes, how do we become people who recognize God's voice?
Sometimes God feels silent simply because he isn't answering the way we expect. We're waiting for thunder, but he's whispering. We're looking for signs, but he's giving direction. We're demanding timing, but he's working purpose. God chooses the what, the how, and the when, and his ways, always, are perfect.
Another reason God can feel silent is noise, the noise of fear, the noise of worry, the noise of unanswered questions. When challenges grow loud, faith often grows quiet. Hebrews 11:6 tells us that without faith, it's impossible to please God. And Hebrews 11:1 explains that faith is confidence. Confidence that when you pray, God hears you, even when you don't see results yet. So how do we build that kind of faith? Romans 10:17 gives us the answer. Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God.
God is spirit. When he speaks to your spirit. And your spirit can only recognize his voice when it's well fed. The word of God is spiritual nourishment. When you feed your spirit, discernment becomes clearer. When your spirit is strong, hearing God becomes natural.
But there's another truth we must face. Not all answers are immediate. Habakkuk reminds us that the vision is for an appointed time. Though it seems delayed, it will surely come. Waiting is not denial. Waiting is a test of trust.
Let me share something personal. Not long ago, I was in serious financial distress. I had no income, my credit card was maxed out, and my website subscriptions, about $70 monthly, were about to hit my account and push it into overdraft. I prayed, and honestly, God felt silent. I panicked, I worried. I couldn't even share the burden with my husband because I feared he would tell me to shut everything down. After days of anxiety and prayer, I finally told God, "Whatever you choose to do, I trust you." The subscription fee hit my account. I went into overdraft, and the very next day, my credit card due date, my husband asked, unprompted, to see my bank balance. Without explanation, without discussion, he transferred nearly 2,000 Canadian dollars into my account. My debt was cleared. I paid only $5 in overdraft fees. I had been praying for $150. God gave far more, in his way and in his time. God didn't speak to me directly in that moment. He spoke to the person who would carry out his provision. Did it feel like silence? Yes. Did it stretch my faith? Absolutely. But it reminded me of this truth. God is never late. He is never absent, and he never fails. So if God feels silent to you right now, don't assume abandonment. Quiet the noise, feed your spirit, choose faith over fear, and trust this. Even when you don't hear him, he is working. I pray that God quiets every noise in your life and births clarity in your spirit, so you may hear him clearly and walk confidently in his will. And if this message spoke to your heart, I invite you to explore my books. They were prayerfully written to bring wisdom, comfort, and transformation, and I trust they will bless your journey. For more details on the books and other life-inspiring blog content, visit the link in the description or on the bio and explore the word that suits. a platform created to meet you where you are with words that encourage, strengthen, and guide.